Well, hi there, it's Clint again. This is day 2. The battery went out, so we're now going to start day 2, and we'll continue on. So I did some work on the distributor while the camera was off, and I didn't realize it, so we'll do a little bit of backing up. All right, so let's get going. All right, so here's the points. This was like ridiculous to put in. I don't know why it was so tough like that. It shouldn't be like that. But anyway, I got the points. Now you can see how the points line up. Yes? So that's why you move this. You loosen that, move your points to where they're opposite the other ones, and then tighten them down, and then you're good to go. Okay, so now we're going to hook up that wire from the lower plate to the upper plate. And here we go. Here's the wire we're going to hook up, pigtail here, it goes around. We're going to hook that up onto that. So I just leave my little wrenches out of here. There we go. Put all these back because I'm not going to be leaving them right now. Let's get out my little tray of nuts and bolts and washers and oilers and cam and all the rest of that stuff that we had. So got that there. Got the cam. Got the screw that goes on top. Now that screw we don't see. This one here. See, they give you this in the kit, which is the economy kit. But this one, you see, doesn't have a hole in it. So this is a stock original, whereas this one has a hole in it, which goes through, so you can see, and that gives you the oiler on the shaft to oil the upper bushing. This here oiler does the lower bushing. Okay, that's the lower bushing, and this is a press fit into the body. It goes right in there like that, and you press fit it in there, bang it in there, I guess. Okay. So we need a washer. I've got a star washer here. I got a flat washer there. So I think we're good for that. Put that there, get that out of the way. Let's undo this. This is quite a tight fit as well, this screw here. There's a nut on here. Okay. So again, when this goes on here, we're going to put that on there like so. And then we're going to put the flat washer on there. The flat washer goes on there. And it's not touching anything because it can't touch anything. Then I got the star lock washer on there. And then I got the nut. Seems like an awful lot of stuff to go on there, but oh, I had to I bent this up a little bit so it wouldn't hit the sides, because when it's flat, goes out and it hits the side of the housing, which you can't let it do. You don't want it to do that, okay? Okay, so that's why that's been up like that. Okay, so that's nice and snug. Okay, so boy, that's a long wire. Kind of too long, really. Okay, so this can only go one way. These little ears that are sticking out, these are set so that they can only go in one way. It won't go on like that. It doesn't fit. It won't go on the other way. So it has to go in that way. So that means this wire has to wrap around, but then it seems like it's wrapping around forever. Maybe I got it facing the wrong way. Seems like an awful long wire. That seems like way too many times wrapped around. Is it wrapped around too many times? Maybe not. Put that spring in there and we'll find out. Okay, now that's hitting there, so that's shorting out there. So that can't be that way. Can't short out there. So this has to go on the inside. So I'm going to put a fiber washer on there too. Yes, I am. It's just too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to file that down a little bit so it'll fit. Take my file. I'm going to file down the... See, because it needs to fit in here. See, so I need to bring that up. I need to bring up that wire so it doesn't touch that. And I want it sitting on this fiber washer. So we'll just file this down a little bit. Oh, we don't need to be watching all of that, so we just... Okay, so what I did it off camera because it took a while. So, okay. I put this fiber washer here. Now that's lifting this up high enough to where it's not going to touch this plate at all. And I put this on the inside so it can't touch the outside. And because this wire is so long, because it's really for the new distributor with a condenser on the top, so they have this long wire. But for this one, it doesn't need that long wire, but we can make that work. So I filed this down so it fit in between, because it didn't fit in between right here. Right in there. It didn't fit in between there. So I just filed it down so it fit in. So now when I look at it, I can see that nothing's touching. And like I say, you can only line this up in one way. That's this ear goes to there, to there, to there. And then you have to push it down because that spring's there. Push that down into there, into those slots. What? Did I go too far? Nope, that's right. Yeah, here we go. Push that down so it's wrapped around quite all the way. So push that down in there, and then I turn it. And there you go. Okay? So that's how that worked. Now when I put my cam on, put my cam on. You can see it opening and closing the points. Yeah. And that gap there is 18. Okay? So that's there. Now I got this in here now. This one here that came with this kit has a lock washer. This one has a flat washer. Now I don't know if I should use both. Do I need the lock washer on there? I've never had a lock washer on these. Any of the Model A's that I've had. I've just had just the screw goes in there. That's all I've done. I mean, I could put that in there. Put that in there. So this cap goes on top. Is it going to be in the way? Yeah. So I don't think we want that lock washer in there. So we're not going to put that lock washer in there. I've never used a lock washer before. So we'll just pull that out of there. We don't need it. And we'll put this one there. We're not going to put that on tight. This is the wrong screwdriver because it needs to be a wider one than that. You want a wide one that goes the whole width across and plus thicker than this. But this is okay just to get this. So it does, and we know where it is right now. So that goes in there. Okay. That's in there, and it's lower than that, so that when this goes on, like so. So it goes round and round and round, anti-clockwise. And those points are opening and closing, and when this gets opposite one of those points that goes to the spark plug, it creates a spark. This opens up and it creates a spark, or closes up, and then it goes, jumps across, spark plug, and you got some really cool sound in an engine there. So now, we've got the condenser in, we've got our points in, we've got the points gapped, we have this mushroomed over, pinned in there, we've got this in the right place, it's moving nicely, okay, this is fit. So we got one more thing to put in, and that'd be the oiler. The oiler goes right in there. So let's find the hole. There's the hole. So the hole is there. So we want that hole to be facing up. Now this is supposed to just bang right in there, but this seems like it's going to be a little bit hard to bang in there, but we'll try it. I wonder if I should mark that somehow. Let's mark that somehow so I know it's on top. Do that. Let's do a little scratch on there. So let's put that there, take that, and get this out here. Put that there. hold it. I need two hands. I don't want to clamp that in the vise because that's no good. So let's try using our wood. We don't want to break this. These are delicate. You wouldn't think they would be, but they can break quite easily. Okay. Okay, so that goes like that. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Let's open that up a little bit. Okay. Let's close that up a little bit. Holds it firm. Pretty good. Okay. Give me one of my dollies here. We'll use this one. Put that under there. Like so. Okay. All we need is a hammer. All right. Okay. I think this would be easy, but none of this stuff is easy. It goes there. It goes there. Take this. Set oil around in the top. Not bad. Let's have a look. It's not absolute, but not terrible. So we could take and just take this and just move it a little bit. Perfect. Now let's bang that in a little bit more. And there you go. I don't think it needs to go in any more than that. And there's your oiler. It's in there, nice. All right, so it's looking like, folks, that we have a distributor. Here we go. So this goes on there like so. And this goes on there like so. Now, see these little points right there? See, that goes round. When it goes round, it goes pop, sets it off. Round pop, sets it off. There we go. Now we're in there. All is pretty good. We gotta fine-tune those too to make sure that they're the right distance. So they're, I think it's 32, but I'm gonna have to check on that. Now, what I did, now this is just something new I tried. So I took the old distributor out, and I wanted to know approximately where top dead center was. Well, this thing is opposite. Let's see, it's sitting in the car like let's see. Sitting in the car like that. Here's the firewall. Here's the firewall, okay? There's the firewall. So number one cylinder is right there. So when this thing comes around, you want it to be loaded up on this. See, I can feel it, cam wanting to hit it right there, you see? So you want it to be like so. So what I did was, before I took that distributor out and took it all apart, I put this. I mean, this was like that in the car. So I thought, well, if I mess up everything, I can just put this distributor in, loosen up the cam, turn this so this is facing here, lock it down, and I should be good to go. Because when that comes around to number 1, it should be good. Actually, it goes this way. It should be good. That's my theory. Now, what I'm going to do, of course, but what I want to do is, not that I'm going to leave it like that. So I want it, when I'm turning the engine over to get it lined up, I don't want the cam over here and it be at number 1 with the pin. So I know when it's coming around here, I'm getting real close. I'm getting real close to number 1. So it comes here and I go, okay, I'm real close. And then I can rock the car back and forth until I can find that timing pin falls in the hole. And I go, oh, okay. So if it's like here a little bit or like here a little bit, so it's nothing. But it's not all the way around here and I'm hitting number 1. If that makes any sense to you. So I thought I'd try that and see how that worked. Okay. So that's it. Seems to be we have ourselves a distributor here. So this is about ready to go in the car. All we got to do is I'll oil these up. So these bearings are nice and oiled in the top and in this one here. And we'll just spin that a little bit and get that all nice and lubed up. The other thing we got to do, which I haven't done yet, which is we have to put our pins in, our clips. So let's put our clips in. Just open that up here and put our hammer away because we don't need that anymore. We hammered enough on it. Screwdrivers are okay there. There's our lower. These guys can go away soon. These we'll put away right now. What I need out of here is a pair of pliers. Okay. Take that off for now. Let's open these up. Okay, so here we are. So we're putting these clips on. These clips here. Right there. And when you put the pin through, make sure you go through that little hole right there. Don't put it on here because then it won't work right. And here's the clips we're putting in. So what you're going to do, you put that in and then you put your screwdriver in there. And then you just kind of separate them. You separate them a little bit and then you use your pliers. I'll show you how to do that. I put one in already. And again, make sure you got this thing facing into the distributor. So we'll take this like so. Put it like that. We'll look it up. Yep, it's going in. It's going in. It's okay. And we're putting the pin there. I don't know. We're going to do it that way. I don't know if that's the right way or not. I guess it doesn't really matter that much because it's not a show truck. It's Frankie. I made Frankie out of bits and pieces. Been collecting over the years. Some stuff I bought new. Okay, so there's in there. So then you take your scissors, take your screwdriver, put them in there and just kind of open them up. So Now you take your pliers. And then you finish opening them up. That's the one. We'll do the other one. Give it start a little bit more, bend it a little bit more. So there we go. That's actually pretty good. I don't need to do any more than that. So there we go. That's the bar. And you can see that there. It's opened up. Good. Very good. Pop this back on. And we're good. I'm just going to let's get the distributor with the top on it. Where the leads go in the cap. So here we go. Alright, it sits on there like so. We got a little, see that there? You see that there? That has to fit there. There, so now you know it's in the right place. And there's your travel for your spark advance. Okay. Here's our cap. I think that could be pushed up a little bit on that. And there we have one gorgeous distributor. There's a new one. Never had a new one. I've always used old ones and sort of, you know, repaired them a little bit. But this is building one from scratch. That's why some of the stuff I didn't know where it went, because like the points block, things like that, that's already mounted in the ones that I've been working with, so I didn't really pay much attention to it. So we have to find out the distance between the gap there. See, we need to know what the gap is between all of those. So I'm gonna do a little bit of reading and then we'll set that gap. Okay, the gap says 25. So I set that down on there like so. Take the feeler gauge. That's not too bad, it's a little bit big. You gotta check every one. A little bit big, but not bad. Feel all about the same, actually. Pretty darn close, I'm telling you. On this one. That one's a bit wider. So what you do is take the one that's the furthest apart. And then you have to bend this up a little bit, and that's gonna, as it comes up, it's gonna bring it a little bit closer. So the one that's furthest apart, you set that gap and make sure that's right. Then you go around to the other ones and you check them, and then you take a little bit off till you get off these points here, these little bitty things in there. take a little bit off of those until it's exactly where you want it, which is 25. So that's how you adjust those. Now when I put this one here on, it's this is one out of my old distributor. And this is my new one. Got a lot of traffic coming on. Trucks and things. Sorry about the noise. So put that on there so. And if I check this one, that's quite a bit bigger. That's quite a bit bigger. A little bit closer. A bit closer, so. That's far away. So that's how you do that. I'm not gonna film all that doing that because we understand how to do it. So when I'm going to check a couple more of these, see what other ones I've got, and see how they match up before I start filing away and setting this one.